Welcome back, fellow knights, to another glorious battle. This time we're playing Empire Total War, and this is the Battle of Usha. We have Russia versus Prussia, and it's going to be one hell of a fight. So this battle is extremely close, has great artillery hits, great bayonet charges, and just overall great strategy, great tactics. So you are going to really enjoy this one, and I'm excited to cover it. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into this battle. So it looks like they have two artillery, the Prussians, line infantry set up here, got their skirmishers in the front, pretty standard formation here. He's got two cav here, light dragoons, and two light dragoons in the cuirassiers. I never pronounce those right, so we'll just move on. And then we've got this unit over here, another unit of that thing I just said. So yeah, they're just opening fire on the Russians. Real quick, looking at the Russian army, we got some riflemen, we got some line infantry. Over here, he's bringing some light dragoons, lots of cav up on this hill, and he's got line infantry supporting his 24-pounder foot artillery. Really good use of the hill here to try to put some pressure on his Prussian opponent here, and that's going to cause the Prussians to move. I mean, that's going to make them have to charge that hill or fall back, which would be very sad to see that because that wouldn't be the most exciting thing. But I wonder if he's going to change targets here and use his artillery, to focus down the Russian artillery, because he could get lucky there and land some hits. It would take a very long time, but there we go. There goes some shots here. Opening fire. Oh, landing some hits on the cav. Not sure exactly what he's going for. I think it's mostly the guard. Oh, he's got a guard troop here. He's got some line infantry. So I think oh god, and they're just oh no. Woo, really good artillery hits, destroying some, killing some horses, destroying a arty piece there. Now they are able to still fire, and we even have some shots going on. Very nice play with the Prussian Jaeger. They are pushing up to soften up some of these riflemen who are not even in range yet. The Prussian Jaeger got some excellent range, and the riflemen moving forward. And yeah, gonna try to get into position here and fire back at the Prussians. And oh no! Once again, really good. Oh, here we go. Oof. One last shot. This unit's wavering. I can't imagine this artillery howitzer is going to last much longer. They are now focusing fire on the Russian artillery. Russian artillery just has the superior, has the high ground, superior positioning. Very good use of that hill. Now, ooh, nice flanking fire by the Russians, putting down suppressing fire on the Prussian Jaeger. So the Jaegers are getting surrounded on two fronts. Not surrounded, but they are taking on some flanks there. And now we've got canister shot coming down on the line infantry. Not going to kill a lot from that distance, but at least it's putting pressure on the Prussians. So what do you do here if you're the Prussian player? What exactly should you take? Like, what tactics should you take in this battle? Well, I think he should definitely push on this side. Try to avoid that artillery. It's going to be hard to completely avoid it because they pretty much can support anywhere on the battlefield. Oh, what's this? Is this a flanking charge by the Prussian cav? How did I not see that? Very good move by the Prussians. Oh dear, oh dear. How did that happen? My god. Very sneaky by this cav. And they do break, but that's okay. Even if the artillery recovers here, it's going to buy the Prussians some time. So he must have snuck them up there. I did not see that at all. I'm sure if you go back and watch the minimap, you can see it happen on the minimap. But that was really good. That even got me off guard, and I'm watching the replay. I feel like I'm not doing my job well here of covering this battle. Very good move. I mean, forget about pushing over to the right side, from the Prussian point of view. The Prussian cav just destroying the Russian artillery like that. That's a huge victory for Prussia. I mean, Russia had this on lockdown with that artillery, but completely gone in a blink of an eye, really. The artillery is gone, and the Prussian soldiers cheer as they've continued to skirmish against the Russian forces. Really good move there. Really good use of the cav. Oh, looks like we had a little bit of a charge by the riflemen into the Prussian Jaeger. But the rifles are able to hold the Prussians are able to hold against the riflemen. And they're now falling back. And here comes a charge from the Russians. Very good charge. Woo! Light Dragoons going in, doing what they do best. They are going to waver here. They should come back. They shattered. Wow, they shattered. That means they're not even coming back to the battle. Was it worth it? They didn't even break the Jaeger. Amazing. Amazing. Well, Russians not having as much luck as the Prussians in this cav, in the cav charge there. But that's why I love Empire Napoleon, where you expect things to go slowly, like, oh, here comes the line infantry slowly pushing up, and then boom, out of nowhere, there's a cav charge, and it just saves the day for, the team that uses the cav effectively. And the artillery still firing at the Russian lines. Russia, now the tables have turned. Oh, how the turntables, folks. Oh, no, the artillery's still active here. So it's not like the Russians are completely declawed. They still have artillery, and they're still getting some good hits on the Prussian artillery. But the Prussians are now have given the word to push forward. Russian cav on the flank actually moving forward as well. And I think we're going to see a bit of a line battle here. The Russians, though, what are they doing? They are not properly forming up here for this line battle that is about to hit them hard. The Prussians are going to hold their ground a little bit, fire at the backs of the lights, and Russia, what are you doing, man? It's a little too late. Let's see what he's trying. I think he's going to try to fall back to the hill. Oh, very good charge here. Very good charge by the Russian player, going after these Prussian Jaeger. The Prussians, they're going to send in their cav to support. But the Russians, yep, they're going to sandwich them in. Russians got more light dragoons. I don't know if it's going to be enough, though. The Russians are already breaking over here. They need to move in quick. Oh, no. It's too late. They've shattered. They have shattered. And I don't think this light dragoon unit is strong enough to take on this unit. Well, let's see. They might actually do some damage here. The Prussian cav is pretty depleted at this point. Nice square formation with the superior line infantry holding this line against the light dragoons. Over here, the hill advance, the hill assault, I should say, has begun. And yes, the Russians have reorganized their lines to hold this hill. And I think they've realized that their artillery is kind of like their lifeline. If they can keep the artillery alive as long as possible, then I think they've got a good chance of winning, since the Prussians have to charge the Russians. But there we go. The Prussians do defeat the Russian cav. And I might call them German every once in a while, because Prussia gets really confusing if when you say it really fast, like Prussian cav destroy the Russian cav, Russian cav charging the Prussian cav. Just it gets intense. Very similar names. But yeah, good artillery hits. Now the Prussians are advancing. They've been advancing on this hill, and let's see if they can try to get around them. They definitely have the numbers here in the cav to try to wrap around their numbers, but Russia's doing the best they can on making sure they don't get outflanked. He's got light dragoons kind of screening this side, probably watching the Prussian cav that's moving over here as well. Let's see what more Jaeger. So yeah, Russia breaking here. It's looking pretty solid. It's looking really solid for Prussia. Already breaking some units in the Russian center line. Got the guard units kind of opening fire there. Good firing from the guard units and causing a lot of death on the flank of the Prussian lines. My God. Here we go. Prussia's going in for a charge with their cav. And even with this cav down to 11 men, the light dragoons don't want to face it. They might be trying to get out of range of the Prussian line infantry, which it seems like that's the case. The Russians need to quickly defeat this cav, and then they'll have an open charge for these Jaeger over there. Let's see if they take it. This is a great opportunity to keep pushing your advance. Got another Russian general's bodyguard. Look at it, he's so worried. He's sending in his general's bodyguard. Charge these Jaeger. Charge the Jaeger. He doesn't look like he's going to take it, though. He kind of needs to at this point. He kind of has to. He doesn't have enough to hold this flank. You got to charge in and try to break some of theirs. Let's see if he goes for it. No, he's leaving them there. This is a big mistake here. Watch your Cav. He is moving his general. Here we go. He's going to turn, but it might be too late. Let's see if he gets some good hits here. See if he can get a good charge on the Prussian skirmishers. Yes, the men go flying. And the Russian Cav trample down the Prussian skirmishers with their hooves. So very nice, very nice. They should break. Let's see, constantly losing slightly. So the Prussians are losing slightly there. Russian infantry getting wrecked. Look at this, though. Was this the guards going in for a bayonet charge? Very, very wise there, using the guards. Very good in melee. Very, very good in melee. And they're causing line infantry to break. Let's see if they have enough to cause this line infantry to break. It says combat losing slightly. So I think that's why the Cav over there responded so slowly, because the Russian player was so focused on the infantry charge. He needs to get his Cav out of here, though, because the Prussians have sent in some line infantry to support their skirmishers. But let's see how this... Oh, there we go. Another break. Another charge as well. Another guard unit charging in to the Prussian lines. Very nice aggressive play by the Russian player, and that's what you got to do with the Russians. You got to use them very aggressively, and this is where they need to sweep in and end this battle. End it for once and for all. The Prussian artillery is still alive, still firing. Let's see where he's going for. Let's see what he's going after. Looks like he's going after some line infantry at form square. Ooh, man, this is intense, guys. I don't know. It's still really close. It seems like the Russians won on this flank, but the Prussians have won on this flank. And I would keep charging in. Oh, okay, they're reforming. Quickly, you must reform. They've got to reform very quickly here. I don't know why he's leaving his guard unit like that. Oh, jeez. Nearly hitting his own men there with his own artillery, the Russians. Cav's still alive. Let's see. The Cav might be able to get a sneaky charge. Let's see if they can pull it off here. No, they're going to form square, but that's okay, because this is a good time to get... No charge, though. Don't charge. Oh, no. He's going to lose his Cav. He should have feint charged. He should have, like, bluffed the charge, right? Keep his men in square formation and then moved up his line infantry. That would have given his line infantry a slight advantage there, at least more time to line up, because this unit is in square. But now they don't need to be square, and his Cav is dead. Should not have charged him there. Some Prussian units have returned from routing. That could be very important for them. Oh no, that's not good. That's not a good formation. Fire! Come on, guys, fire. Seriously. You are the guards of Russia. Fire! Take your time. They're breaking. They are breaking. Oh, artillery hitting hard on the Prussian lines. Woo! Line infantry opening. Oh, both artillery from both sides getting some heavy hits there. The Russians, I don't know, man. I don't think they have. I think they've got to fall back to their artillery. Oh, wow. Oh, and another charge by the general, and it's causing fear. It's causing fear amongst the ranks, but does the general have enough? There's 2 units. No! He just killed his own general with his own artillery with canister shot. That might be the nail in the coffin, guys, for the Russians. Let's see if they can pull off a miracle here. They've got solid troops. They've got artillery. He can't really fall back now, because if he falls back now, his backs will be turned to the enemy line infantry. Oh, look at this unit. Superior line infantry. That's not what you want on your flank. Oh, he's going for a charge. One last huzzah. You never know, guys. You never know. If he can close in without... Very nice timing. Very nice timing. These guys are reloading. Here we go. Charge in with bayonets. Charge. Oh, yes. Oh, canister shot goes right over the heads here. Let's see. This is going to be... I mean, I know it seems like a... I mean, they need a miracle, honestly. Nice little flanking maneuver by the superior line infantry. That's causing the guards to waver. Yes. That's going to be the end of the guards, unless they can somehow amazingly recover. Let's see, what do we got up here? They've got riflemen, but that's not going to be enough. And the artillery is left stranded alone. Stranded alone against the Prussians. And that is what's left of the Russian line infantry. General's bodyguard now moving up. We've got artillery crew. They might as well move up as well. And now the Russians are down to the artillery and some riflemen. Artillery just opening fire, desperately trying to get some kills, trying to save their own lives here. Woo! That was a good hit. Got two of them. Got two of them there. Here we go. Nice little charge by the general's bodyguard. This is risky. Let's see. I mean, imagine if the artillery kills the general, it causes the Prussians to break. There's no way. Even if he does kill the general, the Prussians have too many men to just give up. Come on, fire! Fire! Well-timed charge. No, it's not going to happen. And the general's bodyguard is going to finish this one, seal the deal. As the rest of the Russian infantry break off the battlefield. And there you have it, guys. There you have it. The Battle of Ages. Now they just got to clean them up. So yeah, that was pretty good. I think the biggest mistake here was the Russians not protecting their artillery, obviously. You know, from that initial Prussian cav charge. That really was a big problem for them. Another thing was that I felt like they were a little sloppy with the unit movement. Again, guys, I don't want to act like I'm some expert or anything. And I don't want to be a backseat general. But it seemed like there was a little like delay here when they were trying to fall back the line infantry a bit. But he did great. He did a fantastic job with the bayonet charges. Really, really, really good job with the bayonet charges. So does he have something over here? His guards are breaking. It looks like everything's breaking. So why is this battle not over? Oh, wait. He's got his guards returned. No, his general returned. It's the general's bodyguard seeking revenge. Revenge for the fallen general. But yeah, I think it just came down to that first initial charge. That cav charge in the back of the Russian artillery. Sure, Russia still could have won the battle there, but it definitely made it that much more difficult for them to even try to win this one. Because they would have had superior, you know, fire, superior, whatever. They would have been able to outshoot the artillery. And look at these brave Russians going in for one last hurrah. This is amazing. Here we go. Here comes the charge. Let's see, against the general of the Prussians. Charge! Charge, charge, charge. And there we go. Here comes what's left of the Russian artillery. Oh, they killed the general. At least they get some sort of victory here. The Russians. They kill the Prussian general. Amazing. So yeah, I wouldn't say this battle was extremely close. I think it could have been decided, you know, like it could have swapped very easily to the Russian victory. Again, this is not me. Dang it. The Empire glitches out and does this. I did not play as the Prussians. It was actually sent in by one of my moderators from my Discord. He sent it in using the Epic Battle Replay chat section where you guys can send in battle replays. So if you should definitely check that out. The Discord is linked down below. But his name, I don't know his player name, but in the Discord, his name is Vile Claws. So yeah, thanks for the battle replay, man. You've got, let's see, he got 1,012 kills. Look at the difference of kills. I mean, this is how close it was. It was 200 kills, less than that. And that's just, it was insanely close in that regard. I think, again, it could have easily been won by the Russians if they didn't lose their artillery so quickly, and if they were a little, I think they should have just kept charging. I think if they just kept charging with their line infantry instead of trying to reform and fight the Prussians, I think they could have just overwhelmed them. Because by the time they were charging the line infantry at the Prussians, they were outnumbered. So you kind of had to use the element of surprise to try to bring them down. But Piney, he was leading the Russians. Again, doing well, 886, very close. See who got the most kills. Line infantry, 160. Superior line infantry, 117. No surprise there. Who got the least? Light dragoons. And I wonder what cav unit kind of saved the day. It could have been this one here. I wish it almost had like quality kills. Like the cav killing the artillery should be considered quality. I don't know. I guess that's kind of hard to kind of do, you know? Like, I don't know. You know, it's hard to determine what's quality at the right time during the battle, you know what I mean? Anyways, I don't want to ramble on. Thank you guys so much for joining me for another epic battle. I will certainly have more epic battles coming out very soon. Thank you guys, and I will see you next time on the battlefield.